What fool thing is Johnny doing now? Well, here we go. Lee Hacklin, private investigator, in Psychiatric or Treat, Chapter 4. It's a first draft. Dr. Stan Bronski was 32 on his last day. So was Bruce Lee. The key to immortality is living a life worth remembering. I hate to editorialize, but when it comes to crime, it's the criminals Joe and Jane Public tend to remember. An investigation has to start somewhere. I liked Bronski because A, he was the first victim of the shrink wrapper, and B, his wife Lisa was a psychiatrist. It was 4 p.m., hotter than Carly's Simon, and I knocked on the front door of a 2-story townhouse in Brooklyn. I waited and waited. Anticipation, anticipation. The door opened inward. A petite woman in her late 30s, wearing a pink Angora sweater, pink tights, and pink Nikes, looked up, looked way, way up at me, and burst into tears. "If you're a reporter, I'm calling the police." She had a black eye, and her foot was in a cast. I made the time out gesture and showed her my ID, my license. "I'm sorry I upset you, Dr. Bronski. That certainly wasn't my intent. I've been hired to investigate the murder of your husband. I've already told the police everything I know. F off. Not safe for work. Oh, S word. Hey, what the F word are you doing? Who the F are you, and what the F are you doing talking to my woman?" "I'm my own woman, Ross, and I told you over the phone last night we're finished." "Like hell we are." He was in his middle years, wore a velour t-shirt, tan cords, and faded cowboy boots. It was, a unique look, to say the least. I'm no snob. I like the Salvation Army too. That's where I get my chairs, that break with alarming regularity. He was tall and wide, and he hopped up the steps and stood toe to toe with me. I said, "Cool your jets, Chuck Yeager. I'm just here to ask Dr. Bronski about her husband." "Why, he's dead. He's been dead over a year. Now get lost, or I'll rearrange your pretty face." Lisa whispered, "He did this to me. Please help me." I looked up, looked way, way up at him, and asked, "Have you ever heard of karma?" "What?" "I'll bet that's your default answer to just about every question you're ever asked. Karma is this." I punched his eye. He took a tumble. I followed him. He was on his back. I grabbed his foot and gave it a hard crank. Crack. Music to my ears. Thanks for watching. Don't forget God loves you. And so does Johnny. Cheers.